Ever switched lanes just to feel like you were doing something, even if it didn't actually get you there any faster? You're not alone. Tom Vanderbilt, author of Traffic: Why We Drive the Way We Do, calls this false progress. It's that urge we feel in traffic to take action, any action, because sitting still feels worse than moving slowly, even if that movement doesn't actually help. Let's set the scene. You're in heavy traffic. The car ahead of you hasn't moved in 30 seconds. To your left, another lane starts creeping forward. You feel it. That itch, that impatience, that instinct to do something. So, what do? You switch lanes. Instantly, you feel better. You're moving, even if it's only for a few meters. But then, your old lane starts moving again, and the lane you just switched to slows down. Frustrating, right? That cycle of switching, slowing, and feeling stuck again? That's false progress in action. Here's the thing. Humans are wired to prefer action over inaction. It's called action bias. When we're faced with a delay or obstacle, we feel better if we're doing something, even if it's not the most efficient choice. In sports, this explains why goalkeepers dive during penalty kicks, even though statistically standing still saves more goals. In traffic, it explains why we keep changing lanes, even if it doesn't actually save time. Tom Vanderbilt explains that in driving, motion feels like control, and control feels better than waiting, even if the numbers don't support it. You might think, but I'm being smart, I'm looking for the faster lane. But studies show that frequent lane changers actually don't gain much, if anything. In many cases, they arrive at their destination at the same time as people who stayed in one lane the whole time. Why? Because the slowdowns aren't constant. They shift. Lanes alternate in momentum. So switching usually just trades one slowdown for another. But when you're in the act of switching, you feel like you're doing something. That feeling is rewarding, even if it's not productive. It's not about actual progress. It's about the feeling of progress. This is what Tom Vanderbilt calls false progress. It's not unique to driving. We do it everywhere. At the grocery store, we switch checkout lines constantly. On our phones, we jump between apps trying to stay busy. We chase motion because stillness makes us feel powerless. But here's the catch. That constant motion adds stress without improving the result. You arrive at the same red light. You sit at the same stop sign. You've just added more mental strain and physical effort for nothing. So how do we stop chasing false progress? Try this. Acknowledge the urge to switch lanes and pause. Ask yourself, is this actually faster, or do I just want to feel like I'm doing something? Remind yourself, sometimes the best action is no action, because stillness, while uncomfortable, is often the most efficient. And over time, staying in your lane, literally and mentally, creates less stress, better focus, and safer driving. So next time you feel that lane switching itch, remember, motion isn't always progress, and feeling busy isn't the same as being efficient. Sometimes the smartest move is to stay put, even if it feels like you're going nowhere. Inspired by Traffic Book by Tom Vanderbilt. Like, comment, and subscribe if you've ever zigzagged your way through traffic, only to end up at the same light.